Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Dan Lad Classics, video number 3 on this bank holiday Monday. These are just kind of short updates of what's going on. There will be some more detailed videos coming. In this one, we're going to have a quick look at the MX5 that we got a couple of weeks ago and what I've been doing with it. Nothing major yet, just trying to suss it out. Lots of rust, lots and lots of rust. New roof is on. I've still got to finish kind of fitting it, but if we, oh, you can't see, got a sneaky look in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see. You won't be able to see, probably. There is a mohair roof.
Yeah, you could see it faintly.
Right, all right. A mohair roof. And so Saturday, I drove for about 10 hours, 11 hours overall, down to Studham near Dunstable. Met a lovely chap. Sorry, I didn't actually meet him, but picked up some bits and then drove to Harlow in Essex to pick up the roof. I won the roof for 20 quid, and it's actually in pretty good nick. However, and it's a mohair, it's got the glass window, comes with it's actually got a new rail fitted to it, so hopefully all good. But it's got a zip in glass window, which I'm not familiar with, and the zip's knackered, so I need to get a new zip. So I was talking to Popsicola this morning, and he said he will stitch in a new zip if I order one. So I've ordered a zip. Hopefully soon. This roof, which isn't bad, a bit tatty, but I'm sure we'll do some one. Will be up for sale. Glass window, vinyl, complete roof will be up for sale soon, in a few weeks, and we'll have the mohair one on, and that's one thing out of the way. I also got some under trays, which I'll show you in a minute. Right, come round here. So I've just been kind of assessing things on it, really, nothing major. Took the wing off, I can't remember what was in the last video. Took the front bumper off, stripped it off at the front end. You can see all the piles of rust and bits of clips and that. A couple of snapped bolts, but nothing major so far. Yeah, it's that side of things. The rust side of things I'm not overly bothered about. Had a look at the chassis rail on this side, and it's been repaired before. I'll show you. It's been right podged. So the anti-roll bar's been screwed back in with tech screws, as is the ABS thing. This plate that's been welded on here is just loose on the other side. It's not even welded on. A couple of tacks on it, but nothing major. So I need to get the proper chassis rails and repair rail things and get that sorted. Weirdly, that's the bit I'm looking forward to. There's some other bits and pieces, but nothing that isn't so far repairable. Obviously we need to get rear wheel arch repairs as well. I think about 75 quid or something for the pair. It's not too bad. That's about it really on rust wise. Lose a screw here, look. Screw loose. So yeah, pretty good. I haven't started digging around on this side. At some point soon I'm going to take the wing off on this side. We'll have a look at this chassis rail on this side, which looks much worse, but doesn't matter. It's getting cut out and done. So that's rust wise as far as I've gone. In here, but I have been doing some other jobs actually, just fiddling really. I've got central locking working on both sides now. I'll show you what I did. Take these out. So these are the bits that I got from Studham, Dunstable. It was mainly, I've already got that bit, but this one's in much better condition than mine. But I've got an under tray. I just like to have an under tray, and this one doesn't have one. And I looked online, looked on eBay, and you can get new ones, and I think they're quite expensive, about 80 quid. And I bought aftermarket under tray before, bought a couple of and they're really rubbish and flimsy. This is a genuine original one. It's in pretty good nick, and I think it was about 10 quid or something like that. Just a lot of petrol and time, but don't mind that. We'll come back to this side in a minute. We go around here, you'll see some right bodge. So I've been working on this door wiring, and I've actually got it all working, I think, or I did have. So got the speaker connected. This is the speaker for the tweeter, which is in the door card. Speakers on. Electric window works. All of this works. I can lock the door from this side and it locks that side, and vice versa. So really chuffed. It was the right fiddle. Sorry about that. There's lots of these little white fluffy things. I don't know if you can see them on the video. Oh, there's hundreds of them, millions of them. They're going in my eyes and all sorts. Really annoying. There's one there, floating around everywhere. Really annoying. Anyway, got everything working on the door, so I was really chuffed with that. Had to use a different door wire harness and just fiddle around with it, use the multimeter, locking and unlocking the doors, try and figure out which wires were working what. But we got it all working and it's all hooked up and seems to be fine. However, come back from Dad's this afternoon and I thought I'll just do a nice little job. I put the plastic on, pretty tatty, so it's covered in duct tape, but you don't see it. I'm not too bothered about that, just to stop any water coming in really. And then I went and got the door card, and when we picked the car up, interestingly, this door card wasn't on, it was loose. And I've gone to fit it, and I'll show you the problem. And I've never seen this problem on a car before. So if I just put that roughly in place. So I'll put the door card in, lining the gap in there up. Oh, lining the gap in there. There we go, ish, sort of. For some reason, this door handle, so I mean, it's not hooked in there. It's about half an inch, maybe more, that way. And I don't know why. It's all got one fixing in it that holds it in place. And I've kind of tried to trim this, but it's starting to make a mess. I can't understand why this handle is not in the right place. It can only go in one place. Surely the door card can only go where these gaps and things are. I mean, it's not sat quite right there, but really, really weird. I'm really confused. If anyone's got any advice on that, be very much appreciated. I just can't. I've had a little fiddle there, that's why it's all loose, trying to figure it out, but it can only go in one place. There's a fix in there. So, how strange. And it's the right door, I think it's the right door card. The other side matches and it's the same. So I don't know what's going on there. That is baffled me, really has. And I don't know how to fix it. Strange. Right, getting back to the roof, we had horrendous heavy rain all day, just relentless rain all day yesterday. And when I came out and checked the car this morning, I just put my head in the passenger side, dry as a bone, carpet's dry, everything good. I thought, oh, brilliant, fantastic, that's great. We go around to, and then this afternoon when I came back, we go around to the driver's side. It's like a pond in there. Not quite sure where it's coming from. I don't know. There's water along here. So I don't know if it's getting in here. What I've done as a temporary fix is put some rubber strip seal in, just to see if that's where it's coming from. So keep an eye on it. There is a huge gap in height wise, between the top of the window and the kind of edge of the seal. You can just sort of see the top of the windows there and the edge of the seal, as if that's where the window should be sitting. But it's too high up. The window's probably as high as I would want it to go, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And I've got one more thing to show you. Well, two more things actually. And then we'll wrap this up. So yeah, rust wise, not worried. But this water and that door card's just going to drive me insane. If anyone knows why that would be the case, please do tell me. I mentioned about the chassis rails. I had a quick look on eBay and I looked on Google and I saw they're about 80 quid. And then I found on eBay somebody actually bought a set. I've got the full set, I've just bought one out to try up against the car. So I've actually now got the full set. I think it was about 45 quid delivered. Someone had bought it, didn't need it, and listed it. So again, pretty chuffed with that. So I've got the repair rails for the chassis all ready to go. And then one last thing. Is there anything else before we do the one Colombo? One last thing? Oh.
Yeah? Oh wait, no, never mind.
There's one last thing, but if you don't like, subscribe and comment. You're not allowed to see it. No. Yeah. Nathan's looking at like cringe. Right, show you one last thing. So, Michael Chorner.
What?
Michael Chorner.
Who's that?
One of our best subscribers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He mentioned something about some wheels. And I was going to show you these until later, but I don't know. When we went to pick up the vinyl roof, en route, the guy had a set of wheels and I bought them. Oh, and here they are. We've got a full set, plus a full set of steel wheels that I need to get rid of. 80 quid. I think these are the 16s, VVT alloys or something, SRT, SVT, I can't remember what it is now, alloy wheels. And they're pretty good actually, they're in really good condition, the wheels themselves, couple of little marks, but generally quite good. And the two of the tyres are Continental Premiums and they're only about 3 or 4 year old, and they've got, I don't know if you can see there, plenty of tread on them. The other two are Barum Braveris and they're a bit cracked and knackered. So I need to get 2 tyres for the back, but I'm pretty chuffed with those. I think they look nice. I have got one more thing to show you. I also, the other day, got something else. It's in the boot.
Some good one.
Oh God! And it's these things. A set of, I think, is it max speeding rods? Coilovers. I wasn't going to bother with stuff like this, and I like to keep cars generally quite stock. But 50 quid for the set. I have an issue with these as well. Sorry, 40 quid for the set. Want a good clean up, which is fine, I'll do that. Make them look a bit nicer than they do now. And we've got a snap spring, so when I look for a snap spring, you have to change them in pairs. I'm changing them in pairs, I'll be looking at more than the 50 quid I bought, 40 quid I paid for these. One of the bushes, I think this is on one of the rear shocks. All the others are fine. This one's got the bolts got stuck in, and whoever took it out has mashed. They've cut it, they've mashed the bush and whatnot. So I need a new bush, and I don't know. I now realise that you can't just go and buy the bush, which I didn't know. I assumed it'd just be fairly straightforward, but it isn't. And there's no urgency for these. What I'd probably do is maybe fit the front ones as I do the chassis rails and do each corner as we go along. So the rear ones won't be for a while anyway, but if anyone knows where I can get just one bush to replace that, do let me know. And that's it. It's looking like we're going to have really shit weather for the next couple of weeks, so how much more we get done on any of the projects. I don't know, we might be able to do a little bit on the MR2 engine, but it's pretty boring that at the moment. More boring than usual. I don't know. We might get a little bit done on this maybe next weekend if it dries up. You think, mate?
Yeah. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Right. That's the update. Nothing exciting. Oh, somebody's building a shed. Yeah, the door card, please. If somebody's got an idea why it's doing that, let me know. That's really strange. It's just thrown me off, and the bush for that shock absorber. I have seen them online, but I don't know if it's the right one. So I need to try and figure that out. Right. Have a lovely week back at work, everyone. Hope you had a nice bank holiday weekend. That's it. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment.
Like.
There will be some much more detailed videos on this coming up. Once we warm up a little bit, it gets a bit milder, get the grinder on it, and go from there. Bye bye.
Bye bye.